Happy campers, it is Savannah with Cookeville RV and Marine, and today we're going to be taking an inside and outside look at this 2024 Grand Design Reflection 28RL 100 series. But before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell notification so you're notified when we post a new video. Now, let's get started. This unit actually is half-ton towable, so you can tow it with your smaller SUVs and trucks. And starting out on our outdoor entertainment side, we do have an awning, and it does extend over your entryway, so if there is kind of some bad weather, you don't have to worry about that. And you do have an LED strip out here as well. It's a little bit overcast here in Cookeville today, and it is super bright, so that is very helpful to have outside. Also out here, we do have step above stairs. These stairs are super sturdy, and they've given you a sturdy grab handle as well, so anybody with mobility issues aren't gonna have a problem getting into the camper. Also out here, we do have a leash hitch. This is for your dogs or other animals. You can hook their leash up out here. So if you are hanging out, having a little party, and you want your dog to tag along, you can have them nice and secured over here. Also, a cool thing about this unit, it does have a rounded skirt bottom. That's just an added safety precaution. So if you have any small animals or kids that are running around and they happen to go under the camper a little bit, it's nice and rounded so they're not gonna bump a sharp edge and get hurt. Now, let's check out the storage. In the front of your Reflection, you have your pass-through storage space. This is a very nice amount of storage down here. You're gonna wanna put all of your outside items in here. And since this is kind of made for your outdoor items, they have given you an easy to clean out floor. So if things get a little bit dirty, you can just get a wipe and easily wipe this down. We also do have a couple electrical outlets out down here and a couple of lights as well. And over on your side, you do have your convenience bay with all the hookups you're gonna need while you're at the campground. Now, let's check out the inside. When you first walk in, we do have a couple 2024 upgrades. Over here on our entryway door, we do have this updated crown molding. This is gorgeous, just kind of adds a little bit of more of an aesthetic feel in here, just makes it a little bit more homey and a little bit more cutesy, so I really do like that. This door actually is Lippert thin shade ready, so if you do want to add a thin shade in upon purchase, you can easily do that. And the best part about this, it does have a Lippert screen defender down here. This is just an added safety precaution. It's gonna keep that door protected, or if you just have your screen door open and you have some little kids or dogs or cats and they're running around and they bump into that, they're not gonna fall through because it is super reinforced. And if you have a little scratcher down there, your dog is scratching at it, they're not gonna get through that. It's not gonna hurt your door, so you don't have to worry about that. And moving on over here to the right a little bit, we do have our control panel. This is where you're gonna control all your slides, your awnings, and your lights. It's all right here. Super easy to use, very user-friendly. Now, let's check out the rest. Right beside your control panel is your Hutch Area. This is kind of a little catch-all, or it's also versatile. If you wanna use it as a bar space, maybe a coffee bar area, you can kind of do whatever because you do have a couple electrical outlets down here. So if you want to add a coffee machine, maybe a margarita machine, whatever you want down here, you do have the space for that, and you do have a ton of countertop space. Up here, we have lots of storage. I like how it's kind of see-through so you can see your glasses and cups, whatever is in there. Tons of storage. You do have this little open space right here as well, with more storage up top, and that one over there is the same as this. Down below, you do have even more storage. We have tons of drawer. I have to have a junk drawer in my kitchen area, so I definitely use this top drawer for that. Just kind of throw my keys, mail, whatever in there. You do have two more underneath, and on both sides, you do have some more drawers and just more storage. This one, that one's not storage right there, but this one is definitely put a small little trash can down there, kind of anything you want just out of the way. This is a very nice area just to have all of your things in. Now, let's check out the kitchen. Right beside of your entryway door is your kitchen area. Over here, we do have our microwave, and you do have a little bit of storage right here. This is a perfect area to throw your spices in. Maybe if you even want to throw some ladles, some other stuff in there that's easy to access right by your stove. Speaking of your stove, down below, we do have our 3-burner stove top with that splash guard. And over here, you do have an electrical outlet as well. So if you did want to put maybe a smaller air fryer or something next to that, you could have that right by your stove. Down below, we do have our oven, and they've given you a storage container on the side. This is perfect area to put some more small pans, pots, whatever you want in there. But they have given you a large drawer underneath that oven, and it is super deep, so you could definitely throw your bigger pots and maybe some platters and other items in there. Right next to this, we do have our Furrion fridge. This changes from unit to unit, so definitely talk to your salesman about that. But as you can see, this is a very nice size fridge and freezer. You're gonna be able to stock up all of your groceries in there. If you're going to the campground for a weekend or a week, you're definitely gonna be able to fit it all in there. And now, let's check out the best part of a real living floor plan, which is the island. They've given you a nice large island. You have tons of countertop space in here. If you do want to have a nice buffet style dinner, you're going to have lots of room to do that. And one cool thing about this to mention, it does have rounded corners. So if you do have little kids running around, or if this is at your hip height like it is for me, you're not going to bump anything on that. So that is very nice. Right here we do have our sink, and it does have a retractable sink nozzle. This one is winterized, so we do have that put up right now. But you do have a nice drying rack on here, and it's easy to use. You just roll that up to access your sink, or if you want to take it away, you can do that as well. Underneath here we do have tons of storage. They've given you a couple drawers on the sides to put your utensils in, your forks and your spoons. And underneath your sink, you do have this massive storage spot. I would definitely put a trash can in there or tons of cleaning supplies, anything you want in this kitchen area. Now, let's show you your entertainment space. Right next to your fridge is your entertainment space. And over here, we do have this nice large TV. And this TV actually is on a swivel. So if you do want to move it out and move it a little bit to see it from different areas of the campers, you can do that. Above that, we do have some storage. Again, you have that see-through glass so you can kind of see what's in here. Definitely enough space to throw some board games in, some puzzles, or if you want to throw a bunch of movies in there, you can do that. In the center one, we do have our speaker system. So this particular unit doesn't have outdoor speakers, but you do have plenty inside, and that is where you're going to control that from. Down below the TV, we have this massive drawer right here. You can definitely throw tons of books, coloring books, things in there. And on both sides, we do have more storage. I would probably roll up some blankets in there, just to have some added things in the living room. And down below, we do have our fireplace. This is awesome for those cold winter months. It is freezing today in Cookeville. I would love to have that on. Or if you just want to use it as a light setting, it does light up and you can use it for that. Now, check out where we're going to be watching that TV from. In the back of our reflection, we do have this couch, and it is super comfortable. The perfect place to sit down and watch a movie right here on our TV. And a fun thing about this couch, it actually does roll over into a sleeping space. So if you do have some added guests with you at the campground and they need a place to sleep, you can easily roll this out, and it is a bed. We also do have tons of storage. We have some overhead storage. So if you do have extra guests, they can throw their bags up there. Or if you just want to add some extra sheets, blankets, things up there, you're going to have plenty of room for that. On both sides of the couch, we do have this nice little tabletop to set your food on, your drinks, anything you want right beside of your couch. And you do have a little bit of added storage underneath that as well. And the best part, underneath that on both sides, you do have an electrical outlet. I know I love to charge my computer and my phone when I'm sitting on the couch, so you can easily plug those in. And we actually do have another couch in this reflection. Over here, we have our theater seats. Technically not a couch, but it is seats. You have 2 of them with 3 cup holders, and you do have a couple of options on them as well. You have a light option, a back massage option, and a heat setting, which is great. These actually do recline. We get some questions about that. You have a pulley right here, and it does pull out and kick those feet out. And these are made specifically for campers, so you're not going to bump this back window back here. We also do have USB ports on both of the cup holders, so you can plug in your phones. And you do have a little bit of added storage right here as well. This is honestly a very nice amount of storage right here. You could throw some books in there, maybe if the kids want to keep their iPad in there, or if you just want to keep all your remotes in one place so you don't get them lost. It's a perfect place for that. Now, check out our dining room table. Right next to our theater seats is our dining room table. This table is super roomy. You can definitely have your whole family here to eat dinner. And a cool thing about this one is it actually has 2 freestanding chairs on this side, and then on my side we do have a booth. And the booth actually is removable. It's technically an ottoman, so you can take it anywhere in the camper. If you have some people sitting in the living room, they need some extra seats, you can easily move this out. And this seat actually does come up, so it technically is another little storage space. You can throw some extra blankets and other items in there. And the best part, we do have multiple windows in here. I love to have a view while I'm eating. You can push this up and see your gorgeous campground views. Now, check out the bathroom. In your hallway, close to your entryway door, you do have your bathroom. And in here, we do have lots of storage. Starting out on this side, we have our medicine cabinet. That does open up, giving you some shelves in here, perfect to put your toiletries on, your toothbrush, your hairbrush, anything you want in your bathroom is going to fit right there. And I love this kind of open space right here. I would definitely put my toothpaste right there. And then underneath that, we do have our sink with a good amount of countertop space and an electrical outlet. So if you do want to put your hairstyling tools there, you can. Underneath, we do have some more storage. This opens up, giving you a nice amount of storage in there. Definitely enough room to stack up all of your toilet paper. And you do have a couple drawers on the side as well. On the other side of the room, we do have our step to flush toilet. And above that, we do have some storage. Perfect area to put all of your towels. And they've even given you a hanging rack as well for your towel. Behind me, we do have this shower. It is a nice size shower. You do have lots of head height in here. One thing to note, usually they do have a skylight in here, but they have done away with the skylight. They were having some issues with it leaking. They listened to everybody and they did do away with that, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. In here, we do have a couple built-in shelves for all of your soap, and you do have a detachable shower head as well. And you also do have this nice shower door to keep all that water in. And this shower is pretty deep, so all your water is going to stay in the bottom. You don't have to worry about it splashing into the floor. Now, check out the private bedroom. In the very front of this reflection is our private bedroom. In here we have a queen size bed and it is super comfy. I'm currently sitting on it, love it. And we do have tons of storage as well. We have this nice open overhead storage. You could throw some extra pillows up there, some blankets, and on both sides you do have an added little storage space. Anything you kind of want close to your bed, including maybe your nice little robe, that would be nice to put in there. You do also have this shelf back here with a USB and a USB-C port, so you could easily plug in your phones, tablets, laptops, and set them up here. You do have a nice little shelf on both sides of the bed with added storage underneath that, as well as a night light. And you do have an electrical outlet on both sides as well. And I know you're thinking, where am I going to hang up my clothes? Let's switch views and check out the closet. Across from the bed is your closet area, and as you can see, it is huge. You have tons of space in here. They've given you a hanging bar so that you can hang up all of your clothes. And then underneath that, you do have two very large drawers, perfect to fold some clothes up in, or if you want to put your socks and underwear in there, that's a great space for that. And you even do have a shoe cubby down at the bottom. They've given you an open space for you to kick off your shoes and store them under there. So if you like this unit or any other unit in our Grand Design line, make sure you give us a call or visit us online at cookevilleRV.com, where your adventure awaits.